Just a few days after a Frankfort woman reported being attacked inside her home, Frankfort police have made an arrest.
An early morning fire destroys a Harrison County home.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. A Frankfort man is in custody this afternoon after a woman reported a home invasion last week.
That suspect actually turned himself in and now is facing multiple charges. WKYT's Sean Moody is tracking this crime alert. It's our top story at 4:30.
According to an arrest warrant, Matthew Hyatt lives just a short walk from the woman's home. He's now been charged with burglary and sexual abuse. Neighbors said they'd been on edge ever since the incident was reported back on the morning of May 15th. In an arrest warrant, a Frankfort police detective said Matthew Hyatt went into a woman's home along Hawthorne Drive and tried to sexually assault her. Police said that woman was able to fight the man off and he ran away. Over the past few days, police said they got some tips that led them to Hyatt. According to an arrest warrant, Hyatt lives on Bellwood Court, just a short walk from the woman's home. She told police she'd never seen him.
It appears right now no relationship. Obviously, we're continuing to investigate it. It's still an evolving type of case.
Now, we put in a request to talk with Hyatt at the Franklin County Regional Jail, but he did not want to do an interview. In Frankfort, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Hyatt is being held on a $25,000 bond. A Central Kentucky family is trying to pick up the pieces after their home was destroyed by an overnight fire that burned for hours.
A loud noise woke up the homeowners about 1 o'clock this morning at their house on US 27 north of Cynthiana. They made it out safely. WKYT Sam Smith is in Harrison County with a look at all the damage.
Officials say what happened here is still under investigation, and everyone home at the time made it out safely. 2 adults and 3 children live here. The kids were not home, which is great because it seems like the fire started in their room. The parents heard a noise around 1 o'clock this morning. They opened their bedroom door, smoke then filled their room. They then climbed out of the window to reach safety. Chief Charles Carson says the fire escalated after that.
When that fresh air hit the fire itself, it intensified. And it wasn't really an explosion, I don't think. It was maybe like a flashover that we call it.
Firefighters were able to knock down the flames quickly. They say the metal roof of the home trapped a lot of the heat inside the structure, which makes their job more difficult.
Sometimes the metal roofs are a firefighter's worst nightmare, basically.
The home is completely destroyed, as is the storage shed near the house. But everyone's okay.
Horrible experience when you have that, 3 kids, and I would never want to wake up to that with my children.
The folks that live here have family in the area that they can stay with while they figure out what to do next. In Harrison County, Sam Smith, WKYT.
Investigators believe the fire may have started with an air conditioning unit. It's a much cooler day here in the Bluegrass than we have seen in a while, with temperatures only making it into the upper 60s.
Yeah, there's also a chance for rain as we head into the evening hours. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Chris?
Yeah, starting to see some clouds already rolling on into town, guys, and one heck of a temperature swing from west to east across Kentucky. Those clouds are showing up right now in Lexington on our western skyline. I've got our live camera here at the station trained more toward the south. Look at all the blue skies to our south, but again, look toward the west now, and clouds are beginning to increase quickly. 69 degrees Lexington, that's cooler than we should be. Humidity at 54%. Temperatures showing now 77, 79 degrees southeastern Kentucky, where we have more sun. This is Defender with temperatures, with clouds, and then precipitation. That precipitation out across western Kentucky is going to continue to roll its way on toward the east, and some locally heavy downpours showing up between Owensboro and Paducah. All of that, again, is eastbound and down, and it'll load on up and be in here a little later on tonight. Look at all the clouds following that up. That's why tomorrow is likely to be a rather ugly weather day now across central and eastern Kentucky. Out and about this evening, temperatures drop quickly through the 60s into the upper 50s as some showers begin to take over from west to east. We'll track those chilly showers moving in and also focus on the big holiday weekend, guys. It'll turn warmer, but then we got to watch for some storms. That's in less than 10 minutes.
See you then, Chris. Thank you. We are tracking new details in the search for a missing toddler and the man they think took her. State police released this photo of the missing Monroe County girl. They think the 2-year-old is with her mother's boyfriend, 25-year-old Anthony Barber. They haven't been seen since Sunday, but overnight police did find Barber's car in an abandoned field. They think Barber has a gun with him and should be considered dangerous.
We're tracking a crime alert in Lexington where police are still looking for a man behind an overnight shooting. About 2 o'clock this morning, police say the 20-year-old victim was in Martin Luther King Park in the Winburn neighborhood when he was shot in the shoulder. He walked to his sister's house nearby for help. A Lexington home is also a total loss because of an overnight fire. The rental property sitting behind a house on Ashton Drive off Winchester Road across from Eastland Shopping Center. No one was there at the time, but the owner says just about all of the person's belongings are destroyed.
A Kentucky mother is furious. She says her young daughter was left alone on a daycare van for 7 hours. Brittany Blank said the daycare in Covington told her that her child was overlooked by the driver when he left the van in a parking garage. 7 hours later, they found 6-year-old Michaela.
Imagine waking up and you're in a big van, hot, haven't ate anything, haven't used the restroom, haven't drank anything all day. It's ridiculous.
The little girl was scared but is physically okay. Blank said she was told the daycare driver was fired. Health and Family Services is now investigating. Always a great night for this. Some exciting news being announced tonight at the Lexington Opera House, the upcoming Broadway live season.
Our Deanne Stevens is out and about with all the details. Hey, Deanne.
Good afternoon from the Lexington Opera House, where the countdown is on. Doors open at 6:30 tonight. Showtime is 7:30 for the big reveal. We finally get to find out what we're going to be able to see here at the Lexington Opera House over the next year. Luann Franklin is with us. This is a super, super fun night.
We're excited. It's fun to be sitting backstage and hear the audience react as each new title is revealed.
Okay, some of the shows from last year. Let's review what all we saw here at the Opera House last year.
Sure, we saw Elf, we saw Guys and Dolls, we saw Peter and the Starcatcher, The Great Gatsby, and Sister Act.
Some fabulous shows. Can you give us just a little, any hint for this year at all?
Only that it's going to be fabulous and you won't want to miss a single title. And we are so glad, Deanne, that you're going to be with us tonight to be our host.
You're very sweet. It's always a fun night. You too are invited to be a part of it. As we mentioned, 6:30 doors open. Very few tickets still available. So folks should do what?
Come to the Opera House. The doors open at 6:30. The show will start at 7:30. We'll have a great time.
Local talent is here too, and they put on an incredible show for folks.
There's song, there's dance, there's video, there's everything that you could want in a production.
Complimentary tickets, did we mention that? 6:30 doors open, 7:30 is showtime. Come on out and see us at the Lexington Opera House for the big reveal tonight. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
All right, they do some great shows
That
there.
they do.
They really do. Actress Melissa McCarthy gets a big honor, and shoes sparking a controversy at Cannes.
Suzanne Marquez has those stories and more in your eye on entertainment.
The Cannes Film Festival is facing criticism after women were turned away from a premiere because they weren't wearing high heels. Several women were reportedly denied entry to Sunday's premiere of Cate Blanchett's latest film, Carol, because they were wearing flats. On Tuesday, actress Emily Blunt weighed in on the controversy.
Everyone should wear flats, to be honest, at the best of time. I don't think we shouldn't wear high heels anyway.
A festival spokesperson suggested the staff had made a mistake. Funny woman Melissa McCarthy is the latest celebrity to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I don't want to forget today. I don't want to forget my mom, my kids, any of that, anybody that I got to see here watch this happen.
The honor comes a couple of weeks before the release of her latest movie, Spy. The Emmy winner and Oscar nominee also begins filming the Ghostbusters reboot next month. And Tony winner Idina Menzel is getting ready to hit the road. The Broadway star, best known for the monster hit Let It Go from Frozen, announced she is kicking off a world tour at the end of the month, starting in South Korea.
It's a celebration for me to get up and sing this music that's changed my life.
The tour comes to North America in July. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, New York.
Well, this is hard to believe,
Yeah,
but David Letterman ending his 30-year-plus television career tonight.
A lot of special moments. Suzanne Marquez is outside the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City with a look at what and who to expect to see in tonight's final episode of The Late Show.
The stars have started to arrive at the Ed Sullivan Theater for David Letterman's last show after 33 years of memories. From Drew Barrymore's surprise birthday gift
Oprah Winfrey
to his on-air reconciliation with Oprah Winfrey.
I have never had a moment feud with you.
And Joaquin Phoenix's bizarre appearance.
Joaquin, I'm sorry you couldn't be here tonight.
The Late Show host told Jane Pauley on CBS Sunday Morning he is trying to take it all in.
Even though I've done it for so long, I don't ever want to be without a fairly accurate, fairly vivid impression of this experience.
Details of the final show are being kept under wraps, but longtime band leader Paul Schaefer expects it to be heartfelt.
There's so much pressure on these last shows now. So many people have had them. This one is just, I think is going to be just quite sincere.
Letterman admits he is nervous about retiring.
Any enormous uprooting change in my life has petrified me, really petrified me. But once I've come through the other side, the reward has been unimaginable.
And he is in for one more rewarding night. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, New York.
And we certainly hope you'll watch tonight on WKYT after our late news. David Letterman's shows, by the way, have earned more than 100 Emmy Award nominations and 16 wins. Fans will get a chance to say a final farewell to blues legend B.B. King.
A public viewing and memorial will take place Friday in Las Vegas, where people can pay their final respects to B.B. King. The 15-time Grammy winner passed away in his sleep last week after years of declining health. He'd been in hospice care at his home. A private memorial service is set for Saturday. Funeral services will be held in his hometown of Mississippi next week. He will be buried at his namesake museum. B.B. King was 89. We have been blessed lately with a lot of nice, beautiful weather, but it sounds like that's getting ready to change for us.
And you know, Chris, I guess we could use some rain. I hope it's not stormy. Are you talking about that kind of?
No, we just got some gentle showers coming on in tonight and some ugly areas of drizzle for our Thursday. So our nice day in Lexington, wrapping up with a little bit of cloud cover now increasing from west to east. So we've still got this same camera angle we were sharing with you just a little bit ago, looking toward the south. And notice now from west to east, we're starting to see that cloud line engulfing the Lexington area. Let's check in with some of our WKYT weather watchers. Aaron Walker over in Winchester. 73 degrees. Good day to do a little gardening. And why not send us this picture? Got the mulch here. We got everything in the ground now. So a little water. I would imagine Aaron would like a little water on top of that. Let's take you into southeastern Kentucky. How about Harlan? Down in good old Harlan County. 79 degrees according to my man Kyle Howard here. A great day at the lake. A little bit of overcast conditions, but overall beautiful weather showing up throughout the eastern part of the state. And with that sunshine, your temperatures are a little warmer. Coming up in a little bit, I'm going to show you why this is going the other direction compared to what we have now. Before we get into all that, let's check in with Officer Don and see how the roads are looking on this Wednesday afternoon. Don?
Well, there is a collision, Chris. It is at Alumni.
All right, having a little bit of trouble there with Officer Don. To become a WKYT Live driver and download the Waze app, go to WKYT.com. Under the News tab, click on Traffic for more information. Microsoft is challenging you, a 94-year-old who still likes to get her dance on, and the Colonel is making a comeback. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
The Microsoft Windows version of Solitaire turns 25 next month. The software giant is celebrating with a worldwide tournament pitting the company's best players against the game's biggest fans. The first stage of the mega match kicked off on Monday with Microsoft employees battling each other. The winners will challenge players around the world on the game's official birthday, and that is on June 5th.
I love solitaire. All right, she might be 94 years old, but an Iowa woman is showing us all that she has not had her last dance just yet. Millie Allison is high-stepping it into her golden years. She never misses a Tuesday dance session at her Davenport Senior Center. She loves line dancing as well. Millie says she doesn't have a favorite song or dance. She just likes them all, and she says it's very important to her to stay active and keep moving, and I think that is great.
I want to do that someday.
Yeah.
To celebrate its 75th anniversary, Kentucky Fried Chicken and Colonel Sanders are being reunited. KFC owner Yum Brands is rebooting the iconic Chicken Man's image with the help of an actor, Daryl Hammond. He's best known for his Bill Clinton impersonations on Saturday Night Live. A YouTube video titled "The State of Kentucky Fried Chicken Address" introduces Hammond as the Colonel. The real Harlan Sanders, who created the chain's famous secret recipe, died back in 1980. Ads featuring the new Colonel Sanders will start airing on Memorial Day. He looks a little bit like him.
He really does look
not
like
bad.
him.
Pretty good.
Cool. All right, stick with us. Here's what we're working on for you now at 5 o'clock.